Previously on Final Fantasy X Talkthrough.
I won't let you die. Find a way somehow.
How romantic.
Yeah.
I keep wondering if I'm going to be under like a Miyazaki movie all of a sudden.
I like how it came right next to you, then fade to black, and it's across the field.
Father Zook.
That guy. Yeah.
Or never see.
You should avoid temporals for the time being.
Thank
Yes.
God.
Thank you, Father Zook.
Let them say what they want.
It's okay. I'm not worried.
Yeah, you sound perfectly not worried.
Well,
That didn't take long.
just a little.
Oh, great. These goons.
Summons from Lord Seymour. Come with us.
Yeah, okay. Guess
Yep,
he's not dead.
not dead.
Yeah.
Come on, baby, one more of those. Miss that haymaker. Oh, you are so fucked.
That darkness that you cast earlier worked out perfectly. That
You are so fucked.
Mega Flare. Jeez.
Oh, I feel like we've entered a cheat code.
Well, yep, no.
Please, just here. Oh, man. Oh, man.
And here I wasn't sure you were going to get one off, and you got two.
There we go. All of today's work.
Mm-hmm.
And now, on to the episode. Ah, the snow. John, am I right to believe that it's snowing where you are right now? Or it has snowed
It has
recently?
snowed, and it was snowing earlier. Most of the townsfolk look like Riku does right now, kind of just shaking their head in disbelief.
Oh, I thought they were dressed like that for the improperly for the weather.
Well,
They're freezing.
dressed a little better, but yeah, it turned into a blizzard warning out by us here. So
Think of anything yet?
got some snow, not a whole bunch though. It was where we were. We were, this early in the year. We fell kind of on the line where it was rain or snow. So we got
the fun in
yeah.
What they're up to.
So we got the fun where it rained a whole bunch, really hard, and then it got snow. So we had like that snow-covered ice, which is always good.
between. Yeah, that's school closing city right there.
That yeah.
That's the magic you need when you want school canceled. Although I guess for most kids, I mean, school was already out because of Thanksgiving break. Let's just date this completely. It's Thanksgiving. We're now the week after Thanksgiving here in America, so kids had school out anyway already.
What were we doing?
Yeah,
We're
big
at
guy.
Mount Gagazet now? Oh, yes, he was letting us pass through on our pilgrimage to stop.
Yuna's
sin.
iron resolve
Yeah.
softened his cold heart, and he let us pass now.
Gagazet's Peak.
So yeah, we're gonna go through this mountain. I'm sure nothing will go wrong, and then apparently we're gonna be close, if not in Xanarkand.
It's just over the mountains. Lots of dramatic panning here.
To these dick bags.
Haven't you bothered us enough?
Summoner may pass. Guardians may pass. Kimari not pass. Kimari shame Ronso brothers. Kimari forget his birth. Forget his people. Forget his mountain. Little Ronso. Weakling Ronso.
Well, to be fair, these don't seem like people you'd want to remember.
Hate the weak. Hate the small. If you will climb, then I must prove my strength. Think you will win? You not forget who took your horn. Never forget.
Strong words coming from a dude wearing a jockstrap.
Yeah.
This time I win. I will win.
Are we doing like a boss fight now with these two?
This some kind
With
of
just Kimari, I hope.
Kimari problem.
Oh god, don't even say that.
2 against 1 with only Kimari.
The one character you'd never use.
Rend you asunder. Hornless,
We got one dude using the phrase "rend you asunder." Oh god. Oh god. It's really happening, isn't it?
Oh, you thought I was joking.
Yes, I did. Why would they do 30 hours in? It's one thing to pull this shit at like 5 hours in. It's another thing entirely to pull it right when you're at the gates of the end. Oh, fuck.
I don't think you need to win, actually, is my...
Oh, okay. This is a blitzball thing?
I think this is a blitzball thing. If my memory is serving me correctly.
Well, that's good, because I don't even know what Kamari's gonna do here. I guess we're gonna do this.
There you go.
Sure, but who cares which one? We'll just pick one, I guess.
Aqua
I
Breath.
learned Aqua Breath.
Yeah.
I got my overdrive.
Yeah, use that Ronso rage. I guess, yeah.
Yeah, let's, it's icy up here. Let's do fire.
Let's do it. Ooh, 284, 278.
Really racking it up.
Yeah.
Well, at least they're not really doing a whole lot either. Oh, he's using the thing I learned. Great, they're just as weak as I am. This is awesome. You all suck.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's see, I can do... Is it white magic? Yeah, so I could do this at least, so I can at least know what I've got. Ugh, I gotta do it to each one individually.
Oof.
Of course. Oh, let's see where we're at.
Whoa.
Kamari's high-tech all of a sudden. He's got his Google Glass on. Wow, that's a lot of information.
That's more than I expected. Kamari can learn many techniques.
Sure.
But he's got no immunities. And he's only got like 1,000 HP. But again, you hit for like nothing, so
200
Yeah.
on an overdrive. Alright, well, let's, why do you say we keep, he can learn many abilities, so why don't we keep learning many abilities?
Stone
like Stone
Breath.
Breath. A lot of breath stuff going on with Kamari.
yeah, he's. And when you get that's interesting. It filled up your overdrive attack again.
Yeah.
So just keep learning abilities. Although I imagine
that sounds good.
they're probably immune to Petrify. He was immune to a lot of things.
It told me, yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
Here, let's, well, you know, okay, let's experiment. Why
Do it.
not?
Yeah.
I'm feeling experimentatious.
Back in your college years. Whoa.
Oh, wow. Well, 500 for that one guy. Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Hey, you might win this.
Yeah, Kamari rocks.
Birananso.
Yeah, we almost got him.
Better learn more things from him. Nope.
I guess he's all learned out.
You might be able to learn something from the bulldoze guy. I imagine you'll probably learn bulldoze. Oh, that's absorb. Oh, there you go.
Thrust kick. Pretty sure that's a Pokemon move. Just gonna throw that out there again.
Man, I've been so tempted to pick up Pokemon Eevee or Pikachu or whatever.
Oh, he healed. He healed.
That was it was that guy. That's bullshit. Well, you know he's
Great.
weak to that Aqua Breath. Oh, but they're split, so
Oh well. Here you go. Yeah, have you ever played a Pokemon game
I've
before?
not, and so that's why I've been curious to try it, because I've basically heard it's the first one with the Let's Go capture mechanics. I'm like, well, if it's the first one, it'll probably be a good spot for me to figure out how to play.
I'd say anything short of going to the trouble of buying like one of the older games on like the 3DS, like the virtual store, Eve Shop or whatever it's called now. It's probably, I haven't played it, but yeah, from what I hear, it's basically just a remake of Yellow, which is basically the so we drop some hot Pokemon knowledge on you, John.
Do it.
So, you know, I mean, you at least are aware of, like, usually they have, like, every time they release one, it's, like, red and blue, gold and silver, X and Y. There's only two, which basically, it's the same game, but they separate. There's, like, there's a handful, maybe, like, 5 to 10 Pokemon that they'll split
right?
between one and the other. Hey, this sounds good. Why don't we do this?
And ejects the enemy from battle. I like
If
this.
it works.
Oh,
Or at least does a lot of damage. Didn't eject him,
This
but
is the strength of Kimari.
Mighty
Mighty
Guard. Okay.
okay. But yeah, the main difference between a red and blue version and whatnot is just that it's basically 90% the same game, except there's a couple different Pokemon in each one that you can only catch in one of them, but you can't catch in the other version. So it's basically a way to make you buy both versions to get if you're the super uber collector person that wants to get every single Pokemon.
True. It's so that you trade with your friends. Don't you remember? You had that special transfer cable.
Yeah, hey, I had that and 2 Game Boys and both games, so
Pay for this.
I guess I killed him.
Drew, I have to say, this is going a hell of a lot better than I would have expected.
Yeah, no kidding. But it seems like, from what I can tell, Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu, I don't know, maybe they split up some Pokemon between them, but it seems like from what I hear, it's mostly a remake of Yellow, which is so they'll always do a combo one, like basically a Game of the Year version, like maybe a year later that has basically every Pokemon in it, so you can just buy the one instead of buying both of them.
Gotcha.
So it seems like it's kind of a remake of that. So yeah, I don't, the catching mechanics are different. You don't have to actually, used to you had to like fight the Pokemon and like whittle their health down, but not kill them all the way to have a better chance of catching them. Now it's just buy a bunch of Pokeballs and just keep throwing them at them until you get one. But at least it seems like the battles are normal.
So that was
how
what I
those
wasn't
do, which
sure
is
of,
very
because I was
basic.
thinking, if you don't have to battle them to capture them, is that just kind of like walk around, capture, and then like do just the few story? So I'm not. My understanding was that was the majority of the game was trying to capture Pokemon. So if you're just kind of walking around and you're able to capture them a lot easier, is there much else left to do?
I mean, your main story is you are trying to go to all 8 gyms and all 8 cities in the world that you're in and collect all the gym badges and by defeating the 8 gym leaders that are all Pokemon trainers. And then when you get your 8 gym badges, you get to go to the Pokemon Championships and, battle the Elite Four and be the #1 Poke Master person.
So there is...
and then, I'm not sure if they still keep in, like, there's also always, like, a subplot with a Team Rocket or Team Rocket-esque organization that's trying to capture Pokemon and do bad stuff. And you gotta stop them, too, and normally their leader's one of the gym leaders or something like that,
I do believe
There's
there is a
definitely
Team
other
Rocket.
stuff to do
Okay.
in the game. Besides just catch Pokemon. Which is always why I thought it was weird of, like, Pokemon Go is basically just the catch Pokemon aspect of Pokemon games, which, honestly, I didn't, like, when you take out the actual battle parts of it, that's the stuff, that's where it's just a JRPG of, like, you have your Pokemon, you fight them, they level up, they get more attacks, they get stronger, you can fight stronger Pokemon, it's in a lot of ways Baby's first RPG, like, it's very simplified, but it works. And when you don't have that stuff, and when it's all just, catching, just throwing endless amounts of Pokeballs at Pokemon to try and capture them, it's not usually enough for me.
Well then,
It sounds like this has the battles and everything, so it still bugs me a little bit that, like, it takes, I guess, it just changes the way the grinding happens, because I guess as long as you just keep catching Pokemon, then you just level up your Pokemon that way.
Huh.
But, yeah, which I get, it changes instead of grinding by just battling a lot of random encounter wild Pokemon, you're just catching a lot of wild Pokemon. So at least you're adding them to your collection, but at the same time, I don't know. I guess for some reason, maybe I'm stuck in my ways of liking the nostalgia of actually battling wild Pokemon to grind instead of just catching them.
Having not even played the game, that seemed like what was weird to me. Like, it seemed like that was kind of a core mechanic of the game to remove. And that was why I had not picked it up, because again, like I said, I thought that it could have been there wouldn't be much meat left in the bone. Sounds like there's still a decent amount there, though. And for someone who's not played the game, it's not like I've been intimidated by other Pokemon, because again, it seems like, like you said, Baby's first JRPG, so you need to, I have played these games before, played games like that before. I don't know, seemed like it would be a good place to start, since that's kind of the first one.
Yeah, I think it would be interesting to. Wow, look at all we're gonna get so many levels. I think it seems like it would probably be a pretty good starting spot, especially if you played this, and then I feel like that would really prepare you for whatever the new first big Pokemon for Switch, which technically means the first proper Pokemon game for a non-handheld or non-exclusively handheld console.
Yeah, I
feel like you'd probably be really prepared then to jump in with that, which would who knows how well that's going to be, but might be really good.
Yeah, well, that's I think that's their plan too.
Yeah.
Is happy.
Create this kind of, hook in the Let's Go players, hook in people like me who have, just for whatever reason missed the boat. And now that the Switch is so popular, get them in, and then you've got this, new game I'm sure that they're working on. I think they've actually even announced it, haven't they? Or that they've said there is a proper game coming.
Yeah, sometime in the nebulous future.
Yeah. Which is, hey, if they've already announced Metroid 4, then... or Metroid Prime 4, which is just a logo.
I mean, at least has a logo. The Pokemon game doesn't even have a logo yet. Is this dude talking to a mountain?
I think he's, announcing it to the mountain, to, the people, and the gods, and...
Is this like Pride and Prejudice? Is he presenting Kimahri to the mountain?
Going with the Jane Austen cuts here. Nice.
I thank you.
What is Final Fantasy if not Japanese Jane Austen?
I want that on a shirt. Jane Austen presents Final and Fantasy.
Such as I am.
Then Ronso will make. With grand horn on head.
Man, these guys are
There's
obsessed
a lot
with
of,
the horns.
Penis envy going on here
Yeah.
with the horn stuff. This is not really penis envy. I don't know. There's a lot of phallic stuff going on here.
a lot of issues or
these guys
concerns about size and length,
I wanted to see Yuna's
sturdiness,
statue too.
probably
but I wanted
girth
to
as
see
well.
it with Yuna by my side.
Can really tell where they had to squeeze that one in there, huh? Oh, boy. Let's just go save just to be safe. I mean, who knows what's going to happen.
Who knows what's over that ridge?
I'm hoping maybe, I don't know, is that too much to hope that that's our one boss fight and then we can just get to Xanarkin now?
No, I remember this part of the game because I felt like it went on a lot longer than it needed to. I think this is just kind of battle after battle after battle while you're walking someplace. Not necessarily
battle
boss
after
battle.
boss battle?
No.
Or just regular?
I think it was just kind of a long walk with lots of random encounters. Oh my god, he can't leave us alone.
What is it this time?
Thank you, Titus.
You and Titus on the same page for
Oh
once.
god. Whoa.
Hey, it's a song.
I thought he was at first singing the Nobody Knows the Trouble I've Seen.
Maybe this is the Ronto version.
Who knew Biran and Yankee had such great singing voices?
So I've kind of been wondering, do you think... You don't really see it that often. I have to see it every time I boot this up. But you have the opening, the track screen that has it's the whole party and this weird sunny valley and everything.
Yeah.
The spirits are around them. Do you think this game's going to do the thing of we're going to eventually get that scene in the actual game?
Well, Drew,
We're kind of running out of time.
I've played the game. Would you like the answer to this question?
Sure, why not?
Yes.
I don't care. Okay.
The game eventually, if you recall, or if you go back and look at episode 1, we actually start there, and then this is all kind of a flashback in a ways. Titus is telling us the story of how he got to that location. Yes. So we do catch up there. Good?
Okay, I told myself I was not going to make this the Kingdom Hearts cast again for the second week in a row, but I have to... Ooh, these things are gross looking. Oh my god, that thing's from Kingdom Hearts! the big shadow ball enemy.
Oh, the bomb?
Wow.
They brought
Yeah.
those over?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Anyway, Kingdom
That's
Hearts.
that is a
Cast
Final
2.0.
Fantasy staple. That
Well, I
monster.
know. I was
Okay.
kind of that intentionally was kind of a joke.
Okay.
I get that. That's
I
for
was
Final
really-
Fantasy
I'm
first,
like,
not
wait,
Kingdom Hearts first.
Uh,
But so Auron is in Kingdom Hearts 2.
yes.
But
I say this like I knew that. I did not know this.
You got my tweet.
Yeah, I
You
got
know
your.
he was-
I mean,
he was in
I
Kingdom
know
Hearts
it
2.
as of this recording, but I said that like, oh yeah, of course. Anyways, go on with your point.
So I was kind of spoiled by Kingdom Hearts, I guess, because his whole character is that. Oh yeah, we're doing this. Like he shows up in the Hercules world because. So Hades is trying to turn Hercules into a Heartless, and so by doing that, he keeps throwing a bunch of different enemies at Hercules to try and wear down his resolve. Mm-hmm. And so he has to summon some, like all his lackeys he keeps summoning keep getting defeated. So he has to summon someone that can't be defeated, that's already dead, and so he summons Auron. And it's like, also, why did that not shoot him out into the stratosphere?
yeah.
This is very disappointing. So he summons Auron because, according to this, Auron is already dead, and which alone not enough to make me think, that's weird. Like it could just be, I would just think that's Kingdom Hearts weird lore or whatever. But that made me realize the whole weird thing that happened like 10 episodes ago of like Auron smells weird and he really doesn't like the far plane.
Yeah.
So is Auron dead?
Yeah.
Is he somehow a ghost man?
He is.
Is this like the Sixth Sense?
No, because just
Try
like
to see dead people?
no, so it's like Seymour, who's dead but hasn't been sent.
Oh, he just wasn't sent?
Yes. I forget the
It's going to be a boring reveal.
of how that happens. But there's they make a couple of allusions to it. When Yuna starts to send, so you're that whole room where you're like, oh, he doesn't want to go to the far plane. He smells weird. Yuna also sends Seymour's father, whose name I'm forgetting right now.
Jiskel?
Jiskel, yes. And Auron gets all kind of weak around that as well. Is because, he was, I guess, near someone being sent. Maybe there's it's an area of effect kind of thing.
It's an area of effect spell. It has a big AoE.
Yeah. But yeah, so they make a big deal about that. Not a big deal, obviously, but it does get revealed that Auron is technically dead. Right.
It's just kind of it's a weird thing to hold for this long, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out, if it's interesting or not. But yeah. Anyway, Kingdom Hearts technically spoiled me on this game.
Oh.
Not that I really care.
These mark the graves of summoners and guardians who failed.
Okay.
Good. Thanks for telling me. All right, moving on.
Failures.
But it was like my first real. That's a Shadow Yeti. It was like my first real actual Kingdom Hearts thing, because when I played it originally, I obviously had not played this game before ever. So I obviously he's a party member. You can use him and have special. He does his overdrive moves and everything. But obviously the first time I played this, I had no idea who the hell Auron was. So he was just some dude in a kimono.
Yeah.
Fighting Hades from Hercules and Cerberus. But so I just wasn't. I forgot that he can't hurt those guys for some reason. Because of that, I had completely forgot that he was in the game. And then when he showed back up again, I was like, oh shit, it's Auron! Guys, it's Auron! He's in this game! I know this guy now.
Yeah.
But I felt like I had my real actual fan moment of oh my god, this character I know is in this game.
That's good though. Yeah,
I feel like I got initiated into the
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts fandom. Finally, 20 years later.
So is it what was the appeal for you then? Because you've played through 1 and 2 already before previously. Was it just the Disney associations, or was it?
I mean, I'd say I'm not really a big Disney person either, but I think it was just something of it's still good. It's
Oh no, I don't.
I kind of started down the road, or like kind of explained a little bit last week of like, I'm getting a lot of what I wish I was getting from this game, from that, and that it's just a very by the books anime style story of, good versus evil, power of friendship, but it's all done really like, I'm not gonna say like it's completely just like blowing the doors off it or anything like, oh my, you've never seen a story like this. Like it's another one of those stories, but it's, it does it competently and well, and that's really all I wanted. And it looks cool. Like there's cool stuff, cool super moves and everything that go on, and you fight giant gargoyles and volcanoes, and you can fly, and then there's big Final Fantasy huge bosses that are also spaceships and stuff. Like, it's got the stuff I'm looking for. It's got the goods. And it's paced like a normal game or a normal story, so it does the little things well. That's not like, it feels weird to be like complimenting it for doing the little things right, but compared to this game, which I don't like, I think does some good things, but often messes up in not getting the little things right. It shines in that comparison.
And I think that's fine. I was curious because I feel like that was the draw there. But for you, it was another JRPG that has a good story mechanic. Sorry, watching all of the misses here. But yeah, so that's I think that's interesting. I'm kind of amused that now, 20 some odd years later, you get your
I finally had my Kingdom Hearts moment.
These guys suck.
No kidding, especially since Titus... I really should just get Titus out of here.
Yeah, he can't really hit. I don't know why.
He can probably hit the Yeti, but he's been too confused at this point.
Apparently that doesn't...
Maybe I should have used Kamari.
Well, yeah, she's got...
I want this.
Like, these things
All
take
right,
like
let's start.
a ton of hits here.
Yeah, that's the problem, is it takes like 4 of these.
Ooh.
Titus, get in the ball game.
Wow.
I don't think... Is Asuna even going to work on him? It says all status ailments.
That's what it says.
But I don't know if confusion is technically a status ailment.
It looks like it to me. There you go. He is no longer confused. But now Lulu is.
No, whatever. I can get
Jesus.
Titus out of this. That's really all that matters at this point. The problem is I guess Orin is a good option.
Orin can at least damage them, yeah.
Yeah, he does about as much as Lulu's fire. It is weird, like, for some reason I also just had not remembered Kingdom Hearts 2 anywhere near as well as I had remembered Kingdom Hearts 1.
Mm-hmm.
But it is weird. I had remembered, maybe not even realizing that, like, I realized they were Final Fantasy characters, but not realizing they were Final Fantasy X particular characters. But I remembered that, like, Titus and Wakka are at, like, the very beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1, and basically have, like, no lines and basically aren't in the game. Like, they're not a Squall or Cloud who is, like, in the game throughout and has a couple story beats and stuff like that. Which is why it was so weird that, like, seeing Orin is like, oh yeah, Orin. But it's also made me realize, like, it's weird that, like, Yuna is not in any of the Kingdom Hearts games so far that I know of.
Really?
Yeah, which is weird. Like, it has, you got your Aerith, your Yuffie's, your Tifa's. I guess those are all Final Fantasy VII characters, but, like, all the female characters you probably think of when you think of well-known. I'm sure everyone has their popular favorites that are not those characters in other games, but you think of the well-known female characters in Final Fantasy, other than Lightning, who is obviously wasn't created yet.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I think of, and I would say Yuna is probably pretty close to the top there of
Yeah.
all those, but she's not in any of the games so far.
I'd say 7 and 10 have the more memorable casts.
Yeah.
Like, I know Squall, but I don't, not like super fond of him. And like,
well,
Lightning,
how do you feel about Leon, who is technically Squall, but for some reason goes by Leon in the game?
Don't know. Yeah, it's actually because even 8 and 9. I don't know that I played 9. 9 was the throwback one, right?
Right, that was back to fantasy.
And 13 had Lightning, and Lightning's really, like, there's a couple other, like, I would recognize them visually. They were well designed characters, but I couldn't tell you anything about them. Lightning was the...
Yeah, there was the dude with the afro that had a chocobo in it.
Yeah, and the bodybuilder boyfriend type character. I feel like there was a sister character to Lightning.
Oh yeah, even I remember that from the 2 hours I played of that game.
Yeah, there's a sister that Lightning has. But Lightning was like the actual interesting character.
I mean, she was in the title. Her name was in the title of one of the Lightning Returns.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I almost guarantee Lightning's going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3, right? Like that's got to happen.
Yeah, you would think so, right?
That and probably Noctis, everyone's favorite.
Yeah, well,
Noctis shows up, I'm sure. That just makes me wonder. I wonder if Yuna gets to be in Kingdom Hearts 3 finally, maybe.
Fingers crossed. Where's
maybe she gets
your
to meet
petition?
little boy Titus.
Yeah. Your What's the name of the stupid petition website that I'm drawing a blank on right now?
Petition.org.
Is it petition.org? I didn't trust myself on that.
Pretty sure it's just that. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. It's weird,
No, that sounds weird.
You want to get in the whole petition subculture now? I think that's fucking weird.
That is really fucking weird.
I assume 99% of the people signing those things know, that's not going to do anything, right? But they still just do it anyway.
Gotta press the angry button.
I get,
Hear me
just,
roar.
go in a forum or send a tweet or something, it's
well, at least that's a black hole that goes nowhere. If you send a tweet, that could feasibly...
we all are in agreement, right, that those don't do anything. Can you name me one time that did anything notable to change anything?
No.
Right, I mean, so I guess I'm fine with it just being weird as long as we're all in agreement that that is useless, but it's just, I don't know. It's there's so many other things you could do with your energy than create a petition.org petition.
Man, all that, and you didn't really get a whole lot from it.
Hey man, the story of this game. If it ain't a boss fight, and even if it is a boss fight sometimes, you're not getting a lot.
Stingy with levels, unless you're Kamari.
You know what game is not stingy with the levels? Kingdom Hearts.
There you go. Well, I'm glad you're having a good time with it. It sounded like
I'm
you did not
legitimately worried I'm becoming an actual full-on Kingdom Hearts fan now.
But you couldn't get through. What was the one that you bailed on?
Oh god, Chain of Memories. The battle system is so bad. Look, I'll give them credit for trying to combine a card-based battle system with a real-time battle system, but it does not work at all. It would be one thing if I already did a short tweet thread on this, but no one reads my fucking tweets anyway, so who cares? We'll repeat it.
I read your tweets, Drew.
Thank you. The only one. It'd be one thing if it was just the battle system and I wasn't that far in, so I could have just restart. And that's what I'm gonna have to do is just restart on easy and just power through it. But it'd be one thing if it was just a bad battle system. But it's a bad battle system, and basically I watched all the cutscenes, which literally only took me 2 hours, to watch all the cutscenes in the entire game. And that's all the new content because so the story is that Sora after Kingdom Hearts 1 finds himself in a place called Castle Oblivion, where he starts losing his memories, and all of the levels are basically him retracing his steps through all the things he did in Kingdom Hearts 1, with just cutscenes in between each level that slowly unravel the 2 hours worth of new story content.
Gotcha.
And you can just watch all that and basically get the entire thing, because all the body of like what you do in the game is just the same stuff you did, for me, a day ago.
Yeah, but it's now being done through the card
worse
battle
combat
system.
systems.
Yeah. And wasn't that the Game Boy Advanced game originally?
Yes. So I'm playing Rechain of Memories, which is technically at least 3D-ified with the Kingdom Hearts 1 engine, so it at least looks like all the other games.
So it's literally Kingdom Hearts 1 with a different battle system for you. Like, at least on the GBA version, it was, I think it was like a side-scrolling.
It was 2D, so it was on a 2D plane.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, the problem is, it's a lot. Like, you have to move around and dodge attacks and everything, like in 3D space, and you still have to technically move your character. I mean, it's a little more generous with how close you have to technically be to an enemy to hit them with an attack. Mm-hmm. But every time you hit the X button, you're technically using a like card that swings the Keyblade, or casts a magic spell, or uses a potion, which in itself also could be fine, because you could still technically kind of spam it if it weren't for the fact that also the cards all have number values. And so if the enemy is using a card that has a higher number value than the card you're using, even if they're using a level 6 attack card and you just want to use a level 1 potion, like, not similar suits or whatever you would want to call them, his level 6 card will negate your level 1 potion, so you can't heal. And trying to like keep this is all going on in different parts of the screen and everything, so trying to just keep track of all this, it's a thing that I'm sure if you were one of those people that wanted to sit down and try and get real good at it, you could, and you could do it well, but it's a little much for me for trying to get through all of these games in 2 months.
Because then after this, so you're on Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yes.
Now.
Then there's also Recoded, Birth by Sleep, 356 over 2 days, and 2.8 prologue something or rather.
Yeah, okay.
That is supposed to be like a very short but different story, but basically a demo for how Kingdom Hearts 3 is supposed to play.
Gotcha.
And I'm a little worried that those other handheld games are also going to be... I know whatever... Oh, there's also Dream Drop Distance. How could I forget that one? That's the only one I know anything about, really, which I know that is basically a fairly normal Kingdom Hearts combat system.
Okay.
I'm a little concerned that some of the card aspects may be carried over to some of those other handheld games. But that was kind of part of the thing. I was somewhat excited about playing all of these games, because other than 1 and 2, which I obviously know about because I played them before, I don't really know a whole... I don't know what characters or Disney worlds are in any of these other games, or really anything about them.
Uh-huh.
So I was kind of excited to explore that, which is kind of also why I say it was a bummer that Chain of Memories is also just, there is some new story stuff, and the new story stuff that is in there I think is kind of cool, but the vast majority of it being stuff I not only already did, but just did very, very recently. It was a little it was a little disappointing. I was like, it's hard to get through this.
Yeah, no, I don't hear it. You don't blame me. It's worth. You checked it out. You did your due diligence. I think as long as you get through 1 and 2, and if Chain of Memory, you've already seen the story content, so.
Oh yeah, I could technically speak to I played 2 hours of the shitty combat system that's not good at all. I have enough I could speak on that critically, and there's always going to be some douchebag that comes out of the woodwork. You didn't play the whole game. You don't understand the nuances of the battle system. But I mean, realistically, I know all I really need to know to talk about it in the ways I want to talk about it. But I would still like to see it through anyway, just for the hell of it, just to say I did. I'm not fucking fighting these guys. They're not. I
was wondering what you were doing, actually.
I don't know. I thought about giving it a try, but decided no.
They're just kind of HP sponges.
I mean, I want to level up because the main thing is we're getting close. Granted, I know we're not as close as I probably wish we were, but we are getting close to the end, and Lulu is still... I'm really trying to get her to those level 3 spells so that I can get, Yuna those level 3 spells.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to level up, but at the same time, this is a much better battle in my favor. I can just one-hit these guys.
Yeah, I feel like we're missing something with the other ones, because...
I don't know that we are. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know that we are.
I guess that's true. I should know at this point that, you know...
We said that about, like, every battle that goes like that, but I don't know that that's actually true at all.
It's Kamari. You're supposed to be using Kamari.
That was the whole time we should have been using Kamari. Hey, he did so great in that one battle that everyone hit for, like, 50 damage.
I thought you were supposed to lose that battle. Maybe I just was terrible.
Not me, man. I'm too good.
You are too good.
Yeah, man, that Kamari boss battle was like... I'm going to use a sports reference here that's probably going to go over most people's heads, but that was like the, you know, famous Potato Idaho Bowl of, like, you know, Western Mississippi versus, like, you know, Boise State, where you got to have, like, 2 6-6 teams. You still get to have a bowl game that takes place, like, 2 weeks before New Year's Day when the actual real college football bowls take place. It's like, we're at this point where people are doing 50 damage to each other. Come on.
Big numbers, big numbers.
The numbers have to go up.
Oh. It's like a grasshopper robot.
Well, it's dead now.
It's
Take that,
pieces
you
now.
grasshopper robot.
I don't know, you should call in a summon for this guy.
Should Valifor him again like I did for that one golden snake monster thing.
Just, I forgot about that. Yeah. That was good.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a long time.
We have been. There we go. Well, Riku is going to be properly leveled.
Hell yeah. Yo, Riku, also not in Kingdom Hearts ever.
No?
You think she's the most Disney out of any of these characters?
I could have sworn she was in 2. And I haven't played it, so I'm totally probably wrong. But I could have sworn she was in 2.
As evident, I'm only like a quarter of the way through 2, and I clearly did not remember,
Auron.
you know, that Auron was in that game. So maybe she is, and I'm just forgetting.
I'm
But
pretty sure Riku is. I think I can picture. Maybe it was just fan art or something like that, but I could picture, you know, all my fan art research that I do.
it is Kingdom Hearts. There's plenty of fan art out there. There's no shortage of it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I could have sworn that I'd seen an image of her in that like style.
It is weird seeing Auron without the sunglasses.
So that
it's
was
weird
what
that apparently
threw
you
me
wouldn't
off.
think that would tie his whole look together, but apparently it does.
When you posted him, like, he looks so young in the first place, like that's just the style, but
I
also
realize you never get to see his eyes.
yeah, that was what threw me off. I'm like, something is dramatically different about this.
Those beautiful eyes.
Beautiful
Or
eyes.
eye.
Yeah.
He has one always close to the scar. But you don't really ever get to see that much because he wears the sunglasses all the time.
Someone else died here, Drew.
Yeah. See, that's a Kingdom Hearts thing. I've pressed triangle.
Summoners that die appear
So who?
aren't sent to the far plane.
Oh.
Why not?
Who would send them? They die alone.
So that means...
Many have become fiends, and they may want Yuna's company.
Well, you know
Like
will be fine.
Simo.
You're right.
Yep.
There's a lot of branching paths going on here, and
Whoa.
good lord, why would at this point in the game I'm sure there are people that would... we gotta explore everything, we gotta get everything, but
Yeah.
man, it's a little late to be exploring every corner of the map for,
A trinket.
high potion.
2 bombs and the floaty dude.
Yeah.
No
the fact
AP
that they're weak to
burn.
Blizzard, but the last time I used Blizzard we did like 400 damage really concerns me that I do not want to fight them.
How about these guys instead?
You fight.
It's really just the Machina at this point. That's all I'm doing.
Man, I remember this having a lot of battles.
Well, thankfully I can just flee all of them.
Run away! Oh my gosh.
Father, Give me strength.
Yeah. Where we're going, you don't need strength. I mean, technically, in this immediate sense, that is true.
Yes.
Unfortunately, where we are headed in the long run, we will need strength, which is why I still am concerned about why is this going everywhere? Where am I supposed to go?
But hey, here's some things you can kill. Luluin and get her little AP, I guess.
Yeah, I'll put her in for Orin.
Yeah.
I wanted to get the fast people in.
Lulu!
What next?
Do some Thundara. Oh, Riku. So are you going to play Final Fantasy X-2 after this?
Boy, I mean, especially since the combat system is not the kind of combat system I like on real. I don't know. I mean, this didn't give me the very high, drama anime bullshit that I wanted as much from this, but I mean, J-pop, idols mixed with Final Fantasy. I mean, seems like that should be more what I'm looking for. Like, if this didn't give it to me, that's about the only other change that this series could possibly make that would maybe still give that to me. But at the same time, I don't feel like the battle system. I feel like is really gonna any good that does is gonna really throw that off.
I would just be really curious to hear your take on it. But obviously,
I think it would be cool to go through a story that's lower stakes also, because I don't know, it's a Final Fantasy game, so I'm sure eventually the stakes have to be big, but after this, I don't know how, and especially, once again, with meshing the whole, J-pop thing, I don't know how you can't go back down to some slightly smaller stakes.
We'll have to talk about that later. Because there are higher stakes than you would think.
Yeah, see, that's kind of concerning to me.
Yeah. It's definitely
that's a turn-off.
It's definitely got the attitude that things are, low-key, but when you actually take a step back and, think about the plot for Final Fantasy X-2, it's like, oh.
It's not like we have to save the rec center, because that's kind of what I want.
Yeah, no. No, it's not like the 80s feel good.
I want Final Fantasy, we gotta save the rec center. Come on, tell me that wouldn't be a good game.
It would be a really good game. It would be.
That's kind of the thing about, this, more than anything, what could have still saved this game is, what I assume people like about any of these games, what I like about these types of games, is, the characters and stuff like that, right?
Totally.
But just, this game in particular doesn't really give you a whole lot to do with the characters. You're still stuck doing this boring mission. The whole thing is just this boring trudge that you're not, doesn't really let many of the characters get to change or shine at all, really. In my opinion, anyway.
So, again, I think it gets to... I can't recall where this happens, but eventually you do get the ability to kind of go anywhere in the world. And there's side quests and things like...
We are 34 hours and 6 minutes into this game!
Yep. You're not wrong, Drew. You're not wrong. Man, it's the second time we've had to use Ether. So how you know we're at the end game here?
34 hours and 6 minutes in this game.
You're not wrong, I will say that.
I feel like my complaints make it seem like I hate this game, or at least hate the process of playing this more than I do. It's just a lot of frustrations of it. It's one of those things of you don't get mad at a bad a really bad movie for being really bad when it's there was just no hope of this ever being good. It's the problem of I could see how this could have been a really good game that I really liked, but it just misses in all the wrong or right places depending on how you look at it to not do that. And that's really the frustration for me of I can see how this could have been something. Mm-hmm. Also, along with the fact that, as far as I know, people do legitimately really like this game and all the Final Fantasy games, and I just don't. I legitimately not literally not throwing any shade. I am honestly happy for people that they like it. I just don't. I can't really understand it. I just don't get it. And I want to understand why I don't get it.
Well, I think I would have done a lot more.
Yeah, so that's weird. Like that's the thing with the bombs.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like that. White is Blizzard, right? Am I wrong?
No, yeah, because blue would be
water.
Or was blue? No, blue would be
Because then what else would be water?
Yeah, no, it has to be blue. That only did like 200 damage. That's
Yeah, on a level 2 spell.
I guess try. Okay. Titus should be like, yeah, there you go.
I'm just gonna hope Titus doesn't die. Okay, we're probably good. Maybe?
I think you're good.
Can you get 144?
Yes, you can. Maybe it's got like a magic resistance. Like it's weak to it, but it's like maybe if you had casted anything else, it just wouldn't have done any damage.
Yeah, who knows at this point?
Yeah, we're again not that invested to min-max our builds based around that. I think we gotta be getting close to a save point here.
I think. I just don't. I'm worried that I don't know where I'm going.
That map isn't really helping.
No, the fact that you can't, as far as I know, zoom out, not helping.
I don't think so.
I mean, I think that's part of the intentional to make it a little bit more confusing. Is why you can't zoom out. Man, I hope I'm going the right way.
Well, at least you're getting. We've gotten, a couple of variances in the battles now, which is just slightly better.
Yeah, the dog one I can deal with,
Yeah.
and this one obviously.
Getting more Albed potions, Drew.
Sure am. Sure am.
Yeah, we haven't had a racist scene from Waka in a while. Are we going to resolve that, or?
Honestly, I'm fine with if he stays somewhat racist, because that's more true to real life.
This is true. He's got a friend. He's got an Albed friend, so he can't be racist, right?
Right, totally. And he's been guarding someone who's totally been half Elbed this whole time.
Yeah,
Who would have
he's
known?
surrounded by Albed, practically. How could you say he's racist? What is that pose supposed to be? She, like,
hey, we
locks
gotcha.
her hand-
I don't know. Maybe.
Like,
Hey.
it's kind of like a finger gun a little bit, but not. I don't. Yeah.
Just gonna keep healing these folks up here.
Till you run out of ether. And then what, Drew?
I don't know. You wanna play Kingdom Hearts?
So, remember how I told you this was a long walk with lots of battles?
That fits the description so far.
Yeah.
Even if I am fleeing like 75% of them.
But that's the imagine you were fighting those. I don't recall
not-
fleeing like at all. I was one of those people who was like, no, gotta figure this out.
Gotta fight all.
Yeah, they're putting them here so I can, be leveled up and whatever.
Sounds terrible.
Plus, I was also a lot younger when I played this when it came out. But yeah, I remember the section going on forever, and now I understand why. It was because I was. Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on? What's happening?
They must be magic resistant.
Lulu, you've lost your mojo.
Yeah. It doesn't say that they're magic resistant, but I'm sure if you used Kimari's high-tech Google Glass, it would tell you all about this.
Yeah, I don't care enough.
Won't Lulu not get the HP or the AP? She's dead.
Yeah, that's true. No, we'll get her back in next time.
Yeah.
For a
Take
next
out
round
the
of attacks.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Well, at least you got 2 attacks there. Sweet. Well played, Drew.
That's my middle name.
Drew, well played, Drew.
Yep. Man, I'm really gonna run out of MP again here.
I think you only have like 1 ether left, too.
We gotta be getting there, right? I could just start fleeing every battle, but that's kind of boring.
Come to the Final Fantasy X Let's Play, where we don't really play.
It's all been a whole ruse this whole time. It's really just a Final Fantasy X all cutscenes, 10-hour YouTube video.
With us 2 dumbasses talking over all of it.
Yeah, so you don't know anything of what's going on. But don't worry, you can hear us ask the question, wait, what's going on over the thing that we talked over? No, bye, Lulu.
Wait, what did he just say? I think this is something important.
We'll figure it out.
We just have, Kingdom Hearts 2 to fill us in on the plot points.
Man, Kingdom Hearts 2 is a good game. I think it's legitimately a good game. It's concerning me how much I think it's legitimately a really good video game.
You're getting a... Wow, I can't use my words today. That crisis.
Yeah, now I feel like I kind of know. It's somewhat ringing a bell for what I think you're trying to go for, but at the same time, I don't remember what word you're going for.
Hey,
a crisis of conscience?
No, like esoteric. It's the word that keeps coming back to me.
Existential crisis?
Existential, thank you, Jesus. Man.
Man, wouldn't it be funny if I died on this last battle here?
Because you didn't have Titus in to start with. Run away!
Okay.
Hey, there we go. Can't play blitzball on the mountain, though.
It's too bad.
It's just not regulation.
Alright, well, we've got almost certainly a boss fight coming up, so we've got a sphere grid here.
Let's do it.
Let's start off with the big boy.
Big boy Kamari.
Let's get him leveled up. Oh boy! All right, I think this is the point where we have to choose. We have to figure out a route for him, because we're just gonna go back to here.
Do you want a big circle?
What are these? These are all Orin stuff.
That's Orin, yeah.
Hey, sure. I mean, Orin has a lot of health, right? Well, wait, actually, that's not technically connected. Where can we connect to? You can go over here. What are these?
I think that is
Waka?
Start. Oh no, that is Waka.
Because they're orange, yeah.
No, I never noticed the color scheming there. Interesting.
Yep. Handy dandy color scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
or
I guess we could go down here. What's this? Oh, we get some magic for the character we never use. You know what? Sure, why not?
Why not, right?
Let's get some magic. Okay, I guess let's go here. Yes.
Break that level 1 lock.
Use. Okay, I have like 10 of these.
Or 2.
Yeah, whatever. Who needs them? All right. All right, we're gonna get a whole
Yeah.
hella magic here.
Use those ability spheres. I think he has like
Use 'em or lose 'em,
30
what I
MP.
say. Whatever. Hey, he's got Lancer. He can get them all
Yeah,
back.
This is true.
And they're all level 1 spells,
Yeah,
so
it's
they're
gonna-
not going to be any use at all.
They're gonna cost all of like 1 or 5/8 MP to cast. So.
Oh, they're also going to do 1 to 5 damage, too.
Yep. So Kamari is gonna keep on being Kamari. Being
Yeah.
fairly useless.
Alright. Yuna does not have a whole lot of space here. But, alright.
Get her some somethings.
Some something ups. What do these do? Return to a previously activated. Oh, that could be helpful.
Yeah.
And
Move to an ally.
ally's location. I guess those are interesting.
Okay.
Got our magics up, and get our speeds up, our evasion.
Yep. That works.
Waka's got nothing. Riku getting in the big bucks here.
Mm.
Let's see. What is this? It's level 4.
No
This would. Let's all converge on Lulu's sphere.
I didn't think that was how she worked. I thought she had a whole bigger path line.
Well, she does down here, so I think we're gonna keep going the usual way.
Teaches the ability Mug. She's mean mugging, man.
And stick people up.
Give me all your gil. No one gets hurt.
Oh, we're getting there.
Oh,
We're so close.
So close. Just think if we had fought all those stupid...
You know, I'm fine
you know,
with waiting a little longer.
I agreed. Agreed. 100%
Maybe this
with
boss
you.
battle will get us over the top.
Go.
Even more health
Yeah.
for the character that already has more health than anyone else.
What do you get the character who has so much health? More health.
Hey, that never goes bad.
No, it's true. More strength.
And Titus.
Yep. Well, Titus is getting an ability at least. Unless you want to take him down into whoever's room that is, or area
I
that
think
is.
that's Yuna.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me, but I'm not sure if I gotten the color coding down yet. So what do we get here? The Delay Buster. Hey there, Buster.
Delay you, Buster.
Hold up.
Here's the problem is, so let me see if I remember. Is this? Yeah,
Staga.
it's
Oh,
all the
man.
way over here. I've like, it's gonna take a little bit to get there.
It's not. I mean, thankfully, it's far.
It's doable. Like we still
Yeah.
might get to it. Like it's not like we're never gonna get to it, but it's also like,
Yeah.
well, it's gonna be down to the wire. All right, and let's touch this again because we leveled people up, so they got more health. Actually, let's just also go ahead and save with all the leveling we did too.
Yeah. Don't have to redo that if something terrible should happen.
All right.
Saving complete.
All right. Good. Right. Good.
We're good.
That's my lineup I want. Good.
Yeah, you got your 3.
All right. Let's go. Let's go fight a boss or another. I was literally gonna say a second before, or another random encounter. But
This game just likes to stomp all over your pacing, Drew. All that build up.
yeah, well, remember last time we did that? We just shot a plant into the sun, so, you know, maybe good things will happen. This looks like a boss area. Side of a cliff. Fight some
yes.
dragon or something.
I don't know if it's dragon.
I know.
Uni is gonna get the final Aeon, I still haven't thought of anything.
You know?
Me neither.
What are we gonna do?
Titus hasn't thought of anything in a long
We'll
time.
do something. We just don't know enough yet.
Could make the argument he
Until
hasn't
we
thought of
do,
anything
we
ever
really
in his
can't
life.
help Yuna.
Just
Let's go to
bounces from
Xanarkand.
situation
We'll
to
find
situation.
something there. It'll all come together. I know it.
Like a mental vagabond.
Hey. Just now, you sounded like a leader, you know?
Did he?
Star of the Xanarkand Abes. Didn't anyone tell you?
Aha!
I don't think that
I
requires.
like how condescending that was.
Yeah. Yep.
What? Oh, fuck.
I think he turns like
Riku. run
big
ahead
and
tell
white.
Auron.
You are not fighting him alone!
That's what I'm like.
Let's go.
All I'm recalling is that it's like you fight on this cliffside and it's
Turns into a big snow monster.
like something like that. That's what's in my memory right now.
Not if
I remember
can
this
help it.
sucking though.
Save some for Kimari.
Of course, it's a Seymour fight. When have they not sucked?
This is true.
They're like the worst ones in a game full of bad boss fights.
Yuna,
And it happens all the time.
Ascending so soon?
Yeah, we're climbing a mountain, dude. Of course we're ascending. Because it's a play on words thing.
Yeah, I got it.
Yours was truly a gallant race.
Oh god, now he's talking about race. Oh boy. We just kill this fucker already?
After
He's dead already, so, you know.
Well, kill him for good. I still don't even know why we ran off the last time and didn't send him.
Kimari.
you could end the suffering.
Thankfully, we didn't even run off, just cut the black, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden we're halfway across the world.
Yeah, we were back in that
I
forest.
don't understand you.
Me too, Yuna.
Kimari to die and release him from his pain.
Why are we
Shut
killing
up! Just
Kimari
go, let's
now?
get on with the fight!
Is a land of suffering and sorrow.
Yeah, we get it. You're emo.
To destroy. To
Except you're not a cool emo.
I will become sin. Yes, with your help.
Whoa.
Shaking.
His eyes couldn't stay focused.
Once I have become the next sin, your father will be freed again.
What do you know?
He's got the Marty McFly.
Pitiful mortal.
This doesn't look good.
Your hope ends here.
Suddenly his voice dropped an octave.
And your meaningless existence with it.
Yep.
Sure looks like a Final Fantasy boss.
Yep.
What kind of bullshit's this fight gonna have?
The Lance of Atrophy. And she's dead.
Cool. Alright, let's at least see what it tells me. Watch out for their combo attacks, thanks. Alright, so there's two enemies, what? Oh, the
Yeah, his
crab monster's
Yeah.
back somewhere in that mess of geometry. So I'm guessing it's the same thing, just kill it to suck off Seymour's life. God, he's got a lot of HP.
Yeah, 70,000.
Oh, Christ.
And he killed Lulu in one attack turn.
And it's probably not gonna... Slow is not gonna work on it.
No, but you should try Bio when you get Lulu back up.
I do like this butt rock that's going on in the background, though.
Yeah.
With the oscillating sirens that are, I'm guessing, are gonna be going through this whole boss fight, which is just great. Real fan of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, probably need to get Lulu back. I need to cast Bio, and if I'm gonna do it, I need to do it at the beginning to get
He's
the
gonna
most
be
use out
immune
of it.
now. You know that. It's just how it's gonna work here.
I don't know. Everyone's immune, or no one seems to be immune to darkness, and so
This is true. Yeah, you got a point.
All right, I guess we need to heal her up to hopefully
Not get one
help
shot.
her survive this one hit.
Oh,
That was an accident. Oh well. We made it. Kinda,
Woo.
maybe.
well now he's got darkness.
So what does that do? What is that
and-
status ailment?
It looks like darkness
it
and
poison?
poison. Yeah, I was just like, get unit, and you can probably find out.
Yeah, well I get a free hit here basically since I get a free turn since Titus has 2 turns in a row. Guess a unit would not have 2 turns in a row.
Zombie. It means you can't heal him. Healing him hurts him.
Does it have any other negative side effects other than that though?
I don't believe so. And now he's gonna try and heal you. And that's how...
That works. And he got to go out of turn for that. Because Titus had 2 turns. That's why I bothered to not put unit in.
How did... Yeah.
Whatever, we'll deal with it as
Yeah.
it happens, I guess.
Was that a... because you healed?
Maybe. There you go,
Okay.
fucker.
Okay. That's good.
Definitely I could just take Lulu out at this point, because I don't know how helpful she's going to be. Because he doesn't have any affinities one way or the other.
Who are you gonna...
Okay, let's do it. Let's attack him, because let's just see what we got
Yeah, I
going
guess,
on
you know.
here. That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, I'm not joking. I do legitimately like this butt rock.
No,
though.
yeah,
it's real good. This is the bullshit I was looking for all along. Okay, we gotta get Orin back. We gotta get him back.
Wake up, old man. I mean, I guess you could see what she does, or well, yeah. You probably
I mean, yeah, we need to do some heals, some healies.
See, I feel like the X potion. Do you have like a mega potion or whatever the middle ground one
No,
is?
I'm out of
No.
mega potions.
Mm,
I mean, yeah, Orin's got a better chance of surviving.
yeah.
Granted, I don't think it matters. He's just gonna probably use. Oh, does this take my haste away? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it took my haste
yeah.
away. Oh well.
Yep.
We could see or we could heal. We could see what her attacks do.
Probably heal.
Yeah, it's probably the smart move. I like the little
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't seem good.
Like, I hope the microphones picked up the thunder that was just going on in the background in my real world.
Okay,
Because that really,
That was thunder? Okay.
yeah. Because I feel like it really made the... this is nice, thank you! Oh, what the fuck?! You gotta be kidding me. Oh, this game's bullshit.
Yep. But yes, I did hear that thunder. I wasn't sure what was going on. I'm like, wait.
Yeah. I feel like it added to the ambiance.
Yeah. So you got thunder, I've got snow.
Only we had thunder snow.
I've had that before.
I don't know that I ever have.
It's weird.
Well, here we go. And then he's gonna full heal.
It's bullshit that
do I have enough
misses-
Phoenix Downs to just keep doing this while the poison slowly kills him over like 50 turns? God, this cursor. Ugh. This is like the worst angle ever. How does this game keep getting worse? What are you dispelling at this point? There's nothing to dispel. Why? This game is breaking me.
If you listen closely, you can hear when Drew's sanity cracked. I don't. Yeah, I don't think the haste is really going to do you much good here because it's just you're dying.
Yeah,
and,
I don't know. I guess he is. He'll use
he's
dispel
dispelling.
anyway.
Yeah.
Regardless, I thought maybe at least it would make him burn a turn if I keep doing it, but yeah, he does it on his own anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm just. You know what? Actually, here. Let's super fuck it.
Super fuck it. Watch this work. Oh no!
Whatever. It still hit for like a lot.
Yeah.
I think it was a difference of like maybe 1,000 hit points.
Well, everyone's dying now anyway, so. Second time, Drew.
You want to play Kingdom Hearts? I think it's gonna do it for this episode.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good point, honestly.
I'll do some consulting and think if I want to go back and. I mean, we have. It's honestly kind of surprising this hasn't happened more often, because as we've mentioned many times, a lot of these boss fights, which, as I've also said, granted, is not a thing just in this game. It's basically every JRPG. It's just I feel like it's worse because of the way the battle system works in this one. Every boss fight is about just figuring out
The bullshit.
what you need to do, so you're always kind of burning turns at the beginning to just figure out what works and what doesn't work. So we could maybe go back in without much changing and still do better, but at the same time, maybe I'll do some actual real grinding in the off time just to make this go a little smoother next time. Either way, we're getting there slowly but surely. It's this feels a lot like trudging up a mountain, you could say.
The game mechanics are working to make us empathize with our characters here.
Yeah. Take that ludonarrative dissonance, ludonarrative harmony
There you go.
going on here. The best kind of ludonarrative ever. We'll see you next week.